Hello and welcome back to my channel, Thrifty Day. My name is Leah. I'm the creator behind Thrifty Day. Today's episode is a really fun holiday tutorial. It is to create this holiday card holder that you are currently looking at. I've made these holiday card holders for several years now. They're a huge seller at any craft fair I've ever done in the past, and they're great to give as gifts. This is one of my holiday card holders from the past. As you can see, I think it says 2021. I can't even remember now. I always use a little golden book to upcycle to create these holiday card holders. So let me show you a flip through, and so you can get an idea of what a holiday card holder is. So when I came up with this idea for a holiday card holder, it was a way for me to use covers. I had been donated a whole bunch of really cute Christmas covers, but with no pages. So I thought it would be really fun to use them in a festive way, and this is what I came up with. Here is an overview of the supplies you will need. Everything is generally pretty basic except the crocodile. Although I have to say, I think that a little golden book cover is probably thin enough that you can use a regular hole punch. The first thing you are going to need are these large, I want to say they're 3-inch bookbinder rings. I have rose gold. You are also going to need a 12 by 12 paper pad. That's very important. A little golden book cover. The pages were already out of this one. Somebody gave me a whole bunch of covers, so thank you so much. I'm going to use that. A crocodile, and you will also need something that you can use as a scoring tool. I am going to use my paper cutter as the scoring tool. You are going to want to separate your book covers. I already had done this one, probably because I was going to make one last year and never did, so I am going to use the cover that's already separated. There are very clear lines on that little golden book. It's very easy to remove. I also have lots of other journal tutorials, and I show exactly how I do it. I'll be sure to link those below. We are going to use our 12 by 12 paper to make very simple pockets. I love this paper pad. I got it at Joann's. It's part of their holiday line. The images are just so festive, and I really love the colors. It's from the 2024 holiday line at Joann's. Isn't it cute? I already have 6 of the page pockets folded and ready to go. I'm going to do 8 for this particular holiday card holder, so I'm just going to grab a couple more, and I'm going to do them here with you on this YouTube. You don't really need to cut anything. I am just using my paper cutter as a scoring tool. Unless you have paper that has that little label at the top or that bar, you will need to trim that off. But if your paper is just 12 by 12 like mine, you can very easily just use the scoring part of the paper cutter. What we are trying to do is create a page that is the exact length or maybe a little bit shorter than the little golden book cover. So I just did a quick eyeball measure of mine. And you want to put that scoring mark at if it's a little golden book, usually right at about the 8-inch mark. But be sure to check your book before you start, because sometimes little golden books will vary slightly. So once you have your scoring line made, you just want to fold it over. You have a nice crisp edge if you use your bone folder, and then fold it over. Just for a little bit of variety, I fold some with the pockets on the inside and some with the pockets on the outside. That way we will have some that look a little bit different. We can use paper clips. We will make some decorative paper clips. We'll also add additional pockets onto the plain sides that don't have pockets. That will all make sense later in the video. So just make sure your edges are nice and crisp while using that bone folder. Now that we have all of our pocket pages done, we need to start assembling our holiday card holder. But first we need to punch all of our holes. These would be such a fun gift to give book clubs to. Honestly, this is just such a fun, inexpensive, easy craft. I love it. It's so much fun. So now I am going to make a template. I just have this scrap paper. I do like to make sure my template is a good heavy cardstock because I like to keep it, especially if I'm making more than one of these. So I actually put a couple of marks where I want my holes. That way I know that I was able to eyeball it at least somewhat straight. So now I'm just going to punch those holes. I'm sorry I'm not in the frame. I'm going to make a great effort to go back into the frame very soon, I promise. So just use your crocodile on the widest hole setting and punch those holes right down. So now you have your holes punched in your front cover, and you also have your holes punched in your template. So now you will use that template to put holes in the back cover and in all of the pages. That way all of the holes are in the exact same spot. And save that template, because if you want to make another one of these, you won't have to make another template. You can just kind of keep moving it along and make a whole bunch of these. If you go to a thrift store and buy a bunch of old little golden books, this is so much fun. It doesn't need to just be Christmas. I know we get a lot of Christmas cards, so this is a great Christmas craft, but truly, especially now in the junk journal world, you can make this all year round, and it's such a fun gift, especially for craft fairs. I can't tell you, these used to fly off my table at craft fairs. And as you can see, I am just going to start lining up that template with all of the pages. I'm just going to use a black pen, and I do like a whole circle. I just don't put like a dot. That way all of the hole punches are exact. It doesn't really need to be. I think that's more of a me thing than the actual process craft thing. But that's just something I like to do, just to make sure that all the pages are nice and easy and everything is nice and flush when we start putting all of the pages onto the cover, onto the rings. So later in this video, we will make a lot of really fun embellishments to really jazz up this holiday card holder. I like to put the year on the ring somehow. I also thought it would be fun if we decorated some paper clips so that we can clip the larger cards in maybe to some of those decorative pages. We're also going to add more pockets. I also think it would be really fun if we add some trim or some tabs onto the ends. So be sure to watch to the end, because we are going to really jazz up this holiday card holder. I usually like to keep them kind of basic, but I think for 2024, we really need to add some, razzmatazz to this. I'm very excited, so be sure to watch to the end. So now I'm going to go through and punch all of the holes where I made the marks with my template. If you're really a whiz with that crocodile, you could probably do 2. I tried doing 2 there and I was like, oh my gosh, I can't see the hole at all. Nope. So I went back to just doing 1. But if you're really good at it and you know how to make it, I don't know, sized right, then you can probably do more than 1 at a time. I went ahead and fast forwarded this part for your benefit because it's just a bunch of hole punching, which isn't very exciting. But once again, can I get an applause for the paper? It is so cute. I'm bummed that it's not two-sided, but that's okay. We're gonna press on. It'll be fine. So now that we have all of our holes punched, the hard part is truly done. We just need to grab our rings. We need to put these in an order that we are happy with. I usually like to make sure that it's sort of alternating full pattern pocket, and then we will just sort of thread them onto the metal rings and onto the cover. And the hardest part is done. Then it's just going to be the fun stuff, creating all the extra little goodies to really bring the holiday card holder to life. These book rings are really easy to find. You can purchase them on Amazon. I was just at the Dollar Tree a few days ago. They have them at the Dollar Tree. I'm sure you can find them at Walmart. They're really pretty much everywhere now. And you do want the larger ones. Trust me. You don't want to settle for the smaller ones, because the more holiday cards you get, this holiday card holder is really going to bulk up if you get a lot of holiday cards or if you put other cards in there. So really, really make sure you have the larger ones. You won't regret it. It will grow really nicely. And I have to tell you, I haven't made a ring journal or a ring holiday card holder probably since last year. I don't even remember if I made these last year. I have to go back and look. I don't actually think that I did. And so I don't remember it being so hard. I feel like I was kind of struggling putting these on. But anyway, it gets easier the more you add onto those rings. But it's so cute. I really love this style. This is such a fun style. And it's very simple. And it's just such a great little gift. How cute. Put the cover right on. You close up those rings and the hard part is done. And I know you're thinking, oh gosh, they're kind of just hanging there. Trust me, once this bulks up, those rings are going to jet out a little bit. In fact, let me show you. So this is a side-by-side comparison. As you can see, those rings sort of stick out because the pages have so many things inside them. So you really do want to get the larger ones to leave room for that to happen. And full disclosure, I filmed this first part a week before I finished filming this next part, the decorating part. So if It doesn't sound as cohesive as it should, perhaps. I'm so sorry, but I'm doing a voiceover and I'm doing my best over here. So now that our actual holiday card holder is constructed, we need to decorate it, we need to seal up the pages, and we need to make it look a lot more festive. So the supplies you can use for this will absolutely vary probably from the supplies that I have and I use, but the first thing we are going to do is seal down these pockets. I'm having so much trouble with my glue gun, and so I sort of cut a lot of this part out. All you do is add a thin layer of that hot glue and seal up your pockets. You can sew them, you can staple them. I used hot glue, but I didn't want to torture you with me fighting with this hot glue gun, so I just showed a couple pages. I will be very clear about what I use and where I purchased my items for the decoration throughout the video, so just hang tight if you were wondering. Now that our pages are all glued, I promise you this is going to bulk up and be a lot easier to sort of open and close as we start adding a lot more. The first thing I want to add are some of my little fabric scrappy ruffles and some puff balls. I am just going to add these scrappy fabric ruffles using my stapler. Again, you can use your sewing machine. You can hot glue these. You don't have to add them. You can add ribbon or trim or rickrack. I just like the way ruffles look. And ultimately, since they are on with staples, you can very easily just remove them. So I just add staples and pull up about 1.5 inches of fabric as I go. There's no rhyme or reason, no exact way to do this. Just have a little bit of fun, make it very fluid, and it's supposed to look really scrappy and not so neat and orderly. If you are enjoying this video, I would so appreciate it if you liked this video. If you are new, be sure to leave a comment so we can connect. And if you are returning, thank you so much. I appreciate your presence here. I would like to add 2 ruffles, but I think the first thing I'm going to add next, because I sort of like it in the middle, is this like little strip of puff balls. Puff balls just scream Christmas. I mean, am I right? They're just super cute. So I'm going to add these again with hot glue. I'm just going to put some hot glue right down the side of one of the pages, and I'm going to add those puff balls right to the top. I'm going to be careful that I'm leaving enough space that the puff balls hang nicely, not out too far or back too far. Does that make sense? Anyway, again, there's no rhyme or reason. You don't even need to add puff balls. I just think it looks really super duper cute. So I didn't get to do any craft fairs this year or last year, I don't think. It's just been such a busy time. I really miss them though. I loved craft fairs. I love doing them. I love the community part. It's just such a great time. But for any of you who have done craft fairs, how has it been out there? I would love to know. Give me all of the info. Has it been super busy? Has it been super not busy? What are your big sellers? I would love to hear. This was always my biggest seller. Like, I would probably make 8 to 10 of these holiday card holders for every craft fair, and they would fly off the tables. Like sometimes before the actual craft fair opened, like vendors, and at one point, one of the owners of the venue we were at came and purchased one, like even before the craft fairs opened. So these were a big thing. I also would always put a full holiday card holder on the table so people would understand what it was. See all my old cards in there, things like that. And but yeah, these were a big sell for me, and they're a great price point. And for me, besides the cardstock, there wasn't really a lot of overhead because, like I said, I was donated a whole bunch of these little Golden Book copies for free, the covers. You could add the pages too. That would be really cute. I just didn't have any, and I'm still using those covers, so I don't have any. But you totally could. That would be adorable, honestly. So give me all the info. I want to hear what your big sellers are. I would love to know, and but I really miss it. So, okay, that's our holiday card holder with the trim. See, it's bulking up. It's bulking up. She's coming to life. I think the next thing I want to do are add some tucks because Christmas cards are not all the same size. Some are really big. Some are really thick. So they may not all fit in those pockets exactly. So something I found is adding tuck spots is a great way to accommodate larger or thicker cards. So you can use cardstock, but I had these adorable cards that I purchased at Cost Plus, and they're more of like a postcard style, like a die cut postcard style. So I am just going to staple them onto the sides of a few pages to create tuck spots. If you have more of a vintage style for your holiday card holder, you could even use like those Tim Holtz die cuts. Those would look really neat. You could use just cardstock. You could use really anything to create these really sweet tuck spots. You could really decorate them, add trim, make them corners. You could really customize these holiday card holders to be really, really fancy or really, really basic. I started off making them really, really basic, and these are probably the fanciest ones I've ever made. Let's see what they look like next year, right? And I do love these cards. I got them at Cost Plus. They weren't cheap. I want to say they were like $16.99 a pack or something, or $13.99 a pack. I can't remember. And I might have already mentioned this in the video, but I did recently go back to Cost Plus with my daughter, and they didn't have them anymore. I was going to buy more. They're really cute, and they're really nice quality, and they come with really sweet envelopes that are printed with snowflakes on them. So I really enjoyed them. But I think they make the perfect tucks. They're the perfect size. Our holiday card holder is almost done. I do want to add corners. You do not have to do this, especially if your book cover is in good condition. My book cover is in good condition, but I feel like, especially for Christmas, corners add such a sweet little touch. I needed to kind of open that corner up a little bit because it was a little bit small. I got my corners on Amazon. You can also find them on Temu, from what I understand. I've never purchased them there, but some friends in my Patreon community let me know that they purchased theirs on Temu. I do have a little golden book junk journal tutorial. I'll link it down below where I show this process a little bit more. So I fast forwarded it because, did I say that right? Fast forwarded? Anyway, because, it just takes a while, but it's pretty self-explanatory. I just use pliers. Now I just want to add some festive fun. I am going to add this holly leaf. It's like a faux holly leaf. I found it at Hobby Lobby. And I'm just going to clip it right to a page. Again, totally unnecessary. I think it just makes it look more decorative. And if the recipient doesn't like it, they can just take it out and use that gold paper clip on the pages to clip a larger card, perhaps to one of those other pages. But I just think it looks sweet. I think it was originally meant to be like table decor. I have this vintage Santa paper coaster. Isn't that adorable? I have to put it in the front. Again, completely unnecessary. If you don't have one, don't worry. I do have this as a digital in my Etsy shop. I'll link it down below. If you wanted to add the exact same one, you can purchase that digital, print it out, back it on some file folders so it's a little more sturdy, and stick it right to the page just like I did. I just use a stapler. The next little bit I want to add is this little wooden ornament. I got these on Temu. I don't know if they are available anymore. Temu, like it kind of comes and goes. I don't shop on Temu a lot, but I did see these and I had to have them. So I bought a whole bunch of them probably in October. Again, not sure if they're still available, but they are really sweet. They're ornaments. So I'm going to put that little twine right into the back to create an ornament. It did come with like some jute twine, but I like the red and white stripe. And then I'm going to use some washi tape to stick this into the book. It's more of a gift, but I do think it looks really sweet, and the recipient could either take it out and keep it and use it, or they can stick it in a pocket. It's just sort of more of a gift with purchase, I guess, sort of situation. So I'm going to add that thick washi tape, and I'm just going to stick it right onto the page. It adds a decorative element and also gives the recipient a little extra gift. Now the next step is to add a little clip. I'm going to add this little gingy right to the side. I have these ornament clips. I bought them at Hobby Lobby. They're gold tone. I believe they also had silver tone. My Hobby Lobby no longer has them. Again, I got these in October. They are meant to put your ornament on and clip to your Christmas tree, but I usually use them as journal clips. I bought a whole bunch of them. I'm so glad I did because I never saw them again. I'm just going to put a bulb pin right through that little plush gingerbread, which I believe I got at Walmart, if not at Walmart, from Hobby Lobby. And then I'm going to put the bulb pin onto the little clip. It creates a sweet little charm, and then I'm going to clip it to a page. Again, the recipient can use it in this holiday card holder to clip a greeting card to the side. They could remove it, use it somewhere else. He just pokes out. Isn't he cute? He just like peekaboo. I love that. I think it's adorable. Super fun. And we are nearing the end, friends. Oh my goodness, this came out really cute. And again, it comes together so easy. I'm going to use this little metal ring to this little like tag to create a date. I do like to date my holiday card holders because I want to know what year I received the cards. So I'm going to tie this ribbon to one of the rings, and then I'm going to stamp that metal ring tag with a 24 Oh, and that's a card I'm going to stick right to the front. I'm going to stamp the metal ring with a 24 so that I know the year was 2024, or the recipient will know the year is 2024. And I'm going to clip it right to that gingham bow. I'm using a stamp to do that. I bought these number stamps at Hobby Lobby. So if you were interested for December Daily or whatever, you can find those there. Now all I'm going to do is get another gold bulb pin. I'm going to stick it through the hole. Actually, I realize it's kind of wet. We're going to let that dry. Let's go to the holiday card. For every holiday card holder, I do like to leave a Christmas card right on the very front page, whether it's a pocket or whether I clip it to the page, just as like the recipient's first Christmas card of the year. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm going to personalize it really quick, and then I'm just going to clip it right to the inside of this holiday card holder. And in case you are wondering, as soon as I am done with this video, I actually am going to post it in my Etsy shop. So if you were interested in purchasing this actual holiday card holder that we put together in this YouTube, it will be available in my Etsy shop. If you don't see it, it is because, unfortunately, it's already been purchased. But as you can see, they're very easy to put together. They're very fun. I loved creating these. And like I said, they were always a big hit. So this is our completed holiday card holder. I think it's super cute. Let's do a flip through so you can see. This cover, again, was gifted to me without pages. So there are no Night Before Christmas pages in here. Although if I had them, I probably would add them. They're so cute. I have not made my holiday card holder this year. I do make one for myself every year. So perhaps I will treat myself or find a very vintage book, and I will include the pages. And if I do that, I will be sure to make a short and post it here so you all can see. I've actually never made a holiday card holder with the actual book pages in it. So that's a fun fact. Isn't this paper cute? I just think it's adorable. So festive. So just lots of pockets, lots of space. I mean, honestly, this could even be used as a junk journal. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you were inspired, and I hope it was an easy to follow tutorial. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.